Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm super excited about today's coaching video because today I'm going to be talking about how to maintain a healthy work-life balance. And someone asked me to talk about this actually a couple of weeks ago, and it did slip my mind, but I had something else I was talking about. So I decided to go ahead and drop it in today because I didn't want to lose the moment. So maintaining a work-life balance is easy when you work from home and you have no one else to answer to. So it should be easy to switch it off, right? Well, not necessarily. So that's not always the case. In fact, many home-based sole traders struggle to strike a healthy work-life balance because the lines are so blurred. And it's just like for me. I work from home Monday and Friday. And so it did what I just read to you. It is so true. Those lines are so blurred because I have to make myself cut off my work day, my 9 to 5 job, to be able to make time for my own business. And I'm at home, and you would think that's easy to do, right? Because I close up my work laptop, put it away, and now I'm into my Speak Life coaching group business. It's not always the case. So that's something we all have to learn to work on. So Ella Legg, founder of copywriting consultancy Ella Smith Communications, came up with these 20 tips for achieving and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. So she says, play to your strengths. Don't try to be all things to all people. Let me say that one more time. Stop trying to be all things to all people, because we do that too often, and that's just not, you can't maintain that. You will burn yourself out. Focus on your strengths and outsource the others. If you're not a whiz at accounting or graphics design, outsource that stuff to somebody else, right? Stop wasting your time trying to figure out how to do something that's just not, it's not something that you do. Outsource that. Let somebody else do it. And then she says, prioritize your time. You may have a to-do list with 50 tasks on it, so you need to prioritize those tasks into 4 categories. They are, number 1, urgent and important. That's stuff that has to be done like right now. The second one is important but not urgent. See, some things are important but they're not really urgent. The third one is urgent but not important. And then the fourth one is never urgent, neither urgent nor important. There's things you need to do. It's not urgent, it's not really important, but there's stuff that you still need to do. So again, you might use some other headings for how you categorize your day. Just make sure you come up with them. Next, she says, know your peaks and what? Know your peaks and troughs. Are you a morning person? If you are, assign tough, high concentration tasks to the morning. I'm not really a morning person. Don't leave the tough tasks until it's nighttime, and vice versa. So again, if you're a morning person, the stuff on your to-do list is like, just, it's front and center. It has to happen like yesterday. Assign that stuff in the morning, because if you know you're no good in the evening after you've eaten, y'all know how we get after we eat, right? Then don't wait till the afternoon to get those things done, because they may not happen. Next, she says, plot some personal time. When personal issues arise, it can be tempting to bury yourself in your work, but don't do it if you don't make time for your personal life. Your me time, okay, including your family, your health, you won't have a business to go back to. So if you don't have some me time, your business is going to fail, because you're not going to be able to maintain this business life and putting your other life on the back burner. Then she says, have set work hours and stick to them. Let me say that for the people in the back of the room. You need to have set work hours, and you need to stick to them. Now you might be saying, but Michelle, that's easier said than done. And I feel you. I do. I really do. But you have to do it. So set work hours for yourself and do everything in your power to stick to them. Otherwise, before you know it, you'll be working until midnight every night. And I don't know about you, that doesn't work well for me, because I have to get up and be at my 9 to 5 at 8 a.m. And then she says, find time for your finances. Whether you work for yourself or not, it's important to feel confident about your finances. In order to do this, you need to get some accounting software in place and use it from day to day. Cash flow is one of the biggest challenges facing small businesses. You should start using accounting tools early on so you know what's going on financially from day to day. Now, I would say this, if you're not a finance whiz like I am not, and your business is really bringing in a lot of money, I would suggest that you outsource that. I really, really would. Especially if you have payroll to pay. So you've got to be very careful about that. If you've got payroll to pay out, you want to make sure you're taking out the appropriate taxes and all that other good stuff. So I would suggest that if that's not your thing, that you outsource that just to cover yourself, to make sure you have everything done that you're supposed to do. And then she says, manage your time long term. Create a timeline of your activities. Specific computer programs can help you do this, or you can customize your own Excel spreadsheet or Word table. Put dates across the top and activities down the side. Break each task into components. Include family commitments, such as holidays, definitely birthdays, etc. So you don't forget that you are unavailable for work on those days. Now, I have, as you all know, I have a planner. Okay, so I don't necessarily need to do a spreadsheet, because I can put in my planner, block off those days that I'm not available, so I'm not double booking. Because before I started using, well, back in the day, y'all, I used to use my BlackBerry. Oh my goodness, I couldn't do anything without my BlackBerry, because I could go to it and automatically look at my calendar for the day, the month, the week, whatever, and know what I had to do. BlackBerry died. I was freaking out. I had 1 month, literally 1 month, that I paid every bill twice. And at the end of the month, I thought, where in the heck did my money go? Well, when I went back and looked, because I was so used to my BlackBerry telling me what I needed to do, I didn't have it, because I had to order a new one. And the one I wanted wasn't in stock, and I didn't want to just settle for anything. So I waited till the one that I wanted was in, and I paid every bill twice. So I said all of that to say that I have graduated now. I have a planner so that I can look at a glance to see what it is I need to do, because while I don't have the problem of paying bills twice, I do sometimes forget and go, oh my God, this was due. And that's because I probably didn't write it down in my planner. So on the monthly layout, I use that to write down, okay, car note is due this day, car note insurance is due this day, life insurance is due that day, this is due, that is due, so that I can keep, everything at a glance. And I also have, as you guys know, I have a mini planner as well, and that one goes to work with me. But whatever's in the mini planner goes into the classic planner, so I'm always in sync. So I said all that to say, make sure you stay organized. And then she says, make your workspace work for you. Working for yourself does tend to require long hours and not much downtime, so invest in equipment that will support you. That includes getting a comfortable chair, an ergonomic keyboard, which I have at work and I absolutely love, a support stand for your laptop, etc. An ergonomic assessment of your workspace is worth every cent. We actually can request that. If you contact the help desk at work, you can have somebody come in and look at your space and let you know if it's set up for you to be able to work efficiently. And if it's not, they'll lower your desk, raise it, whatever it is that you need to do, so that you're getting the max out of your workday. So I think it's awesome. And I'm pretty sure that if you call, you can get somebody to come out to your house to do the same thing. Next, she says, tap into technology. Instead of driving to a meeting, use Skype, okay? Or conferencing technologies like GoToMeeting. But remember to switch them off. It's all right to switch it on, but you've got to turn those things off. Next, she says, make exercise a must-do, not a should-do. If you know me, then you know I am strong in my belief on exercise, and you have got to get it in. You cannot always put everything before getting your workout. So if your husband or your significant other says, oh, well, honey, let's go out and get some dinner, let's go to a movie, you say, you know what? I sure would love to go, but I need to go get this hour run in, or whatever it is that you do for your exercise. I'm going to come back, shower, and I'll be ready to go. And if they can't understand that, then you know what? I don't know what to tell you. The heck with them. So it's easy to cancel the gym, right? And I just said that. The evening run or the yoga class because the client wants something done yesterday. Instead, ensure exercise is given as much priority as your clients and making money. A healthy body means a fresh mind, which means you can function better and complete tasks in less time. I'm going to stress this. I cannot stress this enough. You should not allow your clients to dictate all of your time. And if you are an avid exerciser, you need to go take care of yourself. Stop. Because we always think, oh, well, we can skip the gym today. I'll skip that workout, that run, whatever it is that you do, because I really need to get this done. Yes, you really need to get that done, but you need to take care of your health as well. Because if you fool around and have a heart attack, guess what? That customer's going to take their business somewhere else anyway. I'm just saying. Put yourself first, okay? Now, what else? Next on my list is take time to make time. Did I ever talk about that? Yes. Talk about software. Know and nurture your network. Prioritize growing your network and have a structured lead/conversion system in place so that you can track the time/cost involved to grow your network. Set the benchmarks early on and learn the lessons early. And I'm going to leave all of these in the description box. Next, she says, do what you love. That is so critical, you guys. Do what you love. Make time for something that you love other than work and give it the time it deserves. Let me put a pin right here. I love working on reef projects, so I make time to do that, okay? I love doing a whole lot of things. Well, y'all know I love going to the gym, but I love doing a whole lot of things. But you've got to make time for those things, okay? And it will energize and refresh you and enable you to nurture the creative thought that is essential to every business owner. Next, she says, be realistic. At the end of each working day, perform a little self-analysis. Ask yourself, what worked today? What didn't work? What went wrong? And how the issue can be fixed. Remember, there are thousands of businesses just like yours, learning to do the same lessons every single day. Don't forget to tap into the valuable resources around you. Your peers are perfect to go to for help. Next, she says, step out. Working for yourself can get lonely, so schedule some phone calls or coffee time with like-minded business owners to discuss ideas and offer each other support. So it's always great to do that, because it's just like I work from home on Mondays and Fridays. 9 times out of 10, I'm here by myself, and it can get a little lonely. But to be honest with you, it doesn't bother me, child, because I have too much work to do. Plus, I can always talk to my coworkers via email. But if you don't have that, and you're in your home by yourself, just like all day long, find some other entrepreneur friends that you have and say, hey, you know what, let's go grab a coffee or a sweet tea or some pancakes from IHOP and talk business, okay? Next, she says, get a business coach. Find the cash for a business coach. That way you can find out sooner rather than later how to get rid of bad habits and implement good ones. Next, she says, meet clients halfway. And she meant this literally. Don't always agree to meet a client at their office. Instead, meet halfway, maybe at a cafe or a restaurant. This will save you time and energy, not to mention money spent on travel. So if you live in PG County and you have a client that lives way uptown in Northwest, instead of saying, hey, I'll come to you, say, no, we're going to meet in between. So whatever that in-between spot is, agree to meet there and have your meetings there. Because you will burn yourself out. Well, literally, if you have to go from where I live through the traffic in D.C. to get uptown, that can be too much. So meet them halfway. Next, she says, manage your mind. When fear or self-doubt or anxiety creeps in, do some work on your mental health, such as meditation or reading a business book. Well, I'm going to say read a book, period. Alternatively, spend time with someone who will lift you up and support you. Again, your support system is going to make the world of difference as you go through your business. And the next, she says, take a break. Remember to take time out throughout your day. Some tasks are easier than others, so if you find yourself with an hour up your sleeve, be realistic about whether you can afford to rest or not. You might not have time every day to simply sit and just be. Just do nothing, just sit. But do your best to give yourself a lunch break. Now, let me pause right here. I'm going to say this. Don't do your best. Make it happen. You deserve to have lunch. And what you should not be doing is going all day, every day. You have breakfast, but there is no lunch, and you don't eat again until dinner time. That's a problem. That is a problem. And that is a problem that I have when I work from home, because I'm so engrossed in my work. I'm like, okay, let me finish this one more thing and I'm going to eat. Okay, no, I can do this real quick. I can do that real quick. Before you know it, it's 3:30, 4 o'clock, and there's no sense in me stopping for lunch because I log off at between 4:30 and 5 anyway. So I'm saying, build, just like we talked about on your planner, blocking off times when you have stuff to do. I need you to make sure you're blocking off time for your lunch. That way you're not scheduling meetings, you're not scheduling phone calls. That's okay to have business lunches if you like. You can, like I said, talk business over a meal. But other than that, make sure you're stopping to eat, okay? I'm just saying. Also, make a point of getting up and stretching every 15 minutes. It'll help you become clearer, more focused, and more productive. Next, have that holiday. So make time for a holiday and book in breaks, at least quarterly. Even a long weekend every quarter is better than nothing. See, we get, and that was my last thing. I'm going to do a recap, and then I'll let you be. So the last thing that's also a problem with not eating is getting so engrossed in our work that we don't take time for ourselves. And you've got to do that, because I'm telling y'all, burnout is real. I have experienced it more times than I care to remember, and it is real. So you've got to know when to draw the line. You've got to set boundaries. I know you're trying to get your business out there. I know you want to stay on top of the game, but if you don't take breaks for yourself, guess what? You're no good to anybody. You're no good to yourself. So if you're no good to yourself, you can't be any good to anybody else. I'm just saying. Let me do a quick recap, and then I promise I'm going to let you be. So again today, I talked to you guys about, this is what happens when I don't have notes. I got to scroll up back through this through my other notes. So today I talked about maintaining a healthy work-life balance. And if you're not doing that, you guys really need to start doing that. So I gave you 20 tips for achieving that. So the first one was play to your strengths. We all have strengths. Stop trying to take on the things that you're not good at, okay? I know what my strengths and weaknesses are, and I am learning, instead of trying to do the research and figure out how to do it, just get somebody else to do that. Number 2, prioritize your time. You've got to do that. So you've got to figure out what things are urgent, what things are urgent and important, important and not urgent, urgent but not important, neither urgent nor important. Or however you want to block off your stuff, but you've got to do it. Number 3, know your peaks. Okay. Number 4, plot some personal time. Number 5, have set work hours and stick to them. Stick to them to the extent possible. There's some people that stick to them. They'll tell you, look, my hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They don't do anything outside of that 8 a.m. and nothing outside of 5 p.m. I wish I could be that way. I'm learning to be that way, but right now I'm not. So you've got to set your hours. And next, she says, find time for your finances. You've got to know how your finances are looking. So get you a piece of software that can do it. And if that's not one of your strengths, then you can, reach out and have somebody else do your accounting for you. Manage your time long term. And that means to include family, vacations, birthdays, holidays, all of that good stuff. So at the beginning of the year, I know for me, when I get a new planner in December, I've already marked off certain things. Family and friends' birthdays, my family reunion, and anything else that I know for a fact that I don't want to forget. And as things come up, I will block it off. Even if it's months, especially hopefully it's months down the road, I block that off as well, because those times are very important to me. Okay? Make your workspace work for you. So if you need an ergonomic keyboard, if you need a desktop that you can raise so you can stand up and work, you need a high back chair, low back chair, footrest, whatever it is, make your space work for you. And then we talked about tapping into technology. So instead of always running to meetings, you ever meet people that have to run here for a meeting, over here, they're up here, they're down there, just all day long, so meet. You can scale. Now, some of that you may have to do some face-to-face, but if you don't have to use, and when I say face-to-face, I mean in person, use Skype, use GoToMeeting. There's so many different things that you can do. Then make exercise a must, not a must do, not a should do. Oh, I should work out. No, you must work out. Because if you don't take care of your health, I'm trying to tell y'all, you don't take care of your health and you're going away from here, those clients that you're running after, they're going to take their business somewhere else. Excuse me. And next I said, take time to make time. Invest in time tracking tools, because it's so important to keep track of your time. Then and nurture your network. You want to practice growing your network and have a structured lead conversion system in place. Many people don't. I'm not even going to lie, I don't. But many people don't either, and that's something I am working on. Do what you love. If you love making wreaths, if you love balling up toilet tissue in your spare time, whatever it is you love to do, make time for the things that you love doing. If you love taking pictures, get your camera, go outside and find some beautiful places to take some great pictures. But you've got to make time for that. And then be realistic. Okay? At the end of each workday, perform a little self-analysis. Ask yourself, what worked today? What didn't work? What could I do better? What could I do more of? What could I do less of? Did I say less? What could I do least? Yeah. Yeah, ain't it funny how you catch yourself when you say certain words and you got to fix that? But you have to be realistic with yourself. Don't say, oh, today was a great day, if it really wasn't. I mean, you can say that, but then I need you to go back and figure out what you can do different tomorrow. And then step out. Working for yourself can be lonely, so schedule some time with some other excuse me, entrepreneurs where you can get out, have a lunch date, just have some coffee, some tea, some snacks, whatever, where you can just step away from your day-to-day, step away from your computers, and just talk to another person. Next, I said get a business coach. If you need a business coach, get one. Okay, and I'm trying to tell you, it can make the world a difference, because that business coach 9 times out of 10 has already gone through what you're doing, so they can help you not to fall into some of the traps that they fell into. So if you think you need it, get you a business coach. Even if you don't think you need one, get one anyway. And you don't have to keep them forever and a day, but get them, keep them for a couple of months, learn from them, get your business in track, get your life on track, and then you can move on. Meet clients halfway. And she says, literally. So if you have a client way uptown, way up here, way down here, stop ripping and running all over the city. Meet them halfway. Okay, so there, let's say, there's, I'm going to say 20 miles from you to your client to you. Hey, guess what? You find a place that you all can meet in the middle. That way, you're only driving 10 miles. They're only driving 10 miles. It works for everybody, okay? Especially for you. Manage your mind, okay? That was spend time with people who will lift you up, uplift you, because we do get overwhelmed. We do work ourselves crazy. We start to doubt ourselves. When things don't go the way we want them to, we will do that. So I need you to manage your mind. And then take a break. Take a break. When you need to do this. I am working on this. It is hard. Let me tell you, it's hard, but I'm working on taking a break. Even if it's just having 10 minutes just to sit down and do absolutely nothing. To pick up my phone, and let's say I want to go on social media, or I want to get on my iPad, which I don't see at the moment, but it's over there. Get on my iPad, and let's say I want to pull up a Netflix movie. Make time for yourself, okay? You've got to take your breaks. And then last but not least, have that holiday. Okay? So you've got to make time for a holiday break. It could be an actual holiday like Christmas, New Year's, all that kind of stuff. But you can be on holiday because, some people are on holiday. And, just take that time, y'all. At once a quarter. Say I'm going to extend my weekend. So you take off Thursday, be it from your 9 to 5 or your own business. So from that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're doing nothing but you. It is all about you and your family if you have a family. But if not, take that time for you, okay? And then on Monday morning, get back to work. That's all I have, you guys. Thank you so much for giving just a little bit of your time. Thank you to my newest subscribers. Thank you to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I love you guys to the moon and back. And guess what? There's nothing you can do about it, so don't even try, because I'm going to love you anyhow. I'm going to love you in spite of you. You know why? Because I'm just that kind of person. Plus, I want to see you succeed. I want to see you have balance in your work life. And I want to see you just have overall balance. I want to see your business grow. I want to see you continue to be the awesome people that you are. So, until next time, take care.